Hello everyone and welcome to another Pyro Gaming video. So, you're thinking about deleting one of your characters and remaking them. Maybe you don't like how that character looks anymore, maybe you want a fresh new face, maybe you're deleting it to run the raids again for another shot at some exotics this week, maybe you're finally tired of Warlock Jump and decided that you'd rather have 2 Titans or 2 Hunters, and that's the way to go. Whatever the reason may be, what exactly happens when you delete an existing character and make a new one? I went ahead and deleted one of my characters and remade them to find out here in Season of the Chosen, so that you could decide for yourself if you want to invest that much time in a new character. So let's get started. For starters, be sure to transfer all weapons, armor, ghost shells, ships, sparrows, all that stuff on the character that you're deleting to the vault or to another character. Any of those items left on a character that's deleted will be deleted with that character. Same goes for items in that character's postmaster. It's best to go into your collections and purchase all white gear as place fillers for all your character slots. Don't worry about things like shaders, inventory items, transmat effects, collection items, or anything like that. Those are all account-based and not character-based, so if you don't delete all of your characters at the same time, then those will be unaffected. If you only have a single character, it's recommended that you create a new character before deleting the original one to preserve those collections. Once you have everything transferred off of the character you want to delete, it's a simple matter of holding down the correct button to delete until a confirmation pops up. After this confirmation, there is no bringing that character back. It is gone. When you start a new character, you will have to pick the class and facial design like you did when you first started the game. Once that's done, you will be dropped into the new light quest in the Cosmodrome. This quest cannot be dismantled from your quest tabs and will remain in your inventory until you finish it. It's only 3 missions plus a strike and shouldn't take more than 30-45 minutes or so. You can transfer weapons and armor to this new character from services like Destiny Item Manager or Ishtar Commander as soon as you land in the Cosmodrome on the very first mission to make these missions go by quicker. After the New Light story is complete, you'll need to head to the tower. You'll visit all the vendors and pick up whatever quest they have for you. Zavala will offer you a strike quest that you don't have to do, but if you don't do it, you won't have weekly powerfuls in the tower, where each one of the playlist vendors makes you go and complete bounties for an extra powerful. So do that quest. You can also grab your clan banner from Hawthorne at this time. There will be a new mini quest from each playlist vendor after Zavala's strike quest that you might as well pick up, because you'll probably finish them doing Gambit, Strikes, and Crucible anyways. And lastly, you'll get the Risk Runner quest. This can be safely dismantled if you already own Risk Runner and its catalyst. If you don't, this quest is only 2 missions long and it's literally a free exotic. Might as well do it. After the New Light quest is completed, you will have access to most of the stuff in the game. Things like raids, dungeons, strikes, Crucible, Gambit, Nightfalls. They don't require any additional quests to unlock them. You can jump into any of these activities straight away, assuming your account has access to them via the DLC purchase, and assuming those destinations are available for patrol. More on that in just a second. So going in the order that the DLCs were released, let's start with Forsaken and the Tangled Shore. I needed to go to the abandoned quest kiosk next to the postmaster in the tower to pick up the Forsaken quest. I do think that since I've done this within the last week, Bungie has actually implemented a fix for this. But in any case, once you have the quest, you can launch the first mission of Forsaken via the Tangled Shore. You know, the one with Cade. It's a quick mission, maybe 10 minutes long. After you complete the mission, you will have complete access to the Tangled Shore and Forsaken content, assuming you have that level of access on your account, i.e. DLCs. And you can safely dismantle the rest of the Forsaken quest and don't need to complete it if you don't want to do the rest of it. I personally did not notice any difference from doing just the first Forsaken mission versus doing the entire Forsaken campaign over again on that character. I didn't unlock anything new, but then again, my account also has 2 other characters that have already done all of that stuff, and it's already unlocked, so it may vary from person to person. You will, however, have access to the entire Tangled Shore patrol zone and any side missions that you might have pop up there. The only exception to this would be the Crow, and you won't have the Crow in the Tangled Shore yet because you'll need to do the first mission of Shadowkeep to unlock the moon as a patrol destination. Let's move on to Shadowkeep here. Once unlocked, you'll see the mission to unlock the Crow and can knock it out pretty quickly. From there, Season of the Hunt stuff is just like it was the first time you did it. You'll notice that you'll have access to the Raid and Pit of Heresy after you do the very first mission of Shadowkeep, but you won't have access to Eris bounties, weekly story missions, weekly nightmare hunts, or the Cryptolith table thingy by Eris until you finish the entire Shadowkeep campaign. Don't worry though, this campaign goes by pretty quickly since it's only 5 missions plus some little side BS stuff. It's easily ran through in an hour, maybe 2 hours max. It's also worth noting that if you don't own the Shadowkeep DLC, then you probably don't have to do any of this anyway because you don't have access to that content on your account. Moving on to the most recent DLC update, we have Europa and Beyond Light. This is going to be the most time-consuming part of making a new character. You essentially have to do the entire Beyond Light campaign again, as well as all the side quests, including the ones for Stasis. You know, all the Born in Darkness, 1 through 5. All that stuff. Go play Gambit, go play Crucible, go do Nightfalls, go do Strikes with Stasis equipped, and all that. Your Stasis subclass progress is completely wiped for that character, and you will need to re-earn the subclass entirely, as well as its grenade abilities and aspects. Fragment progress from other characters do carry over here, thankfully. Deepstone Crypt will be accessible after you complete the first mission of Beyond Light, that little intro where you go save Varix. But to access the weekly Empire hunts, weekly Exo challenges, weekly Varix powerfuls for doing bounties, Varix bounties themselves, and weapon bounties in Varix's menu, you will have to beat the entire Beyond Light campaign again. Additionally, to access the Exo Strangers weekly powerful, you will also need to finish all the Stasis subclass quests again. Altogether, I'd estimate this will take most people around 4 to 6 hours speedrunning everything and skipping cutscenes. And you ready for the worst part? You don't even get the new landing zone until you finish the campaign on Europa. Sheesh, man. I don't know why they did it like that. But, yeah. If you don't own the Beyond Light DLC, then you don't have access to any of this stuff anyway, and you don't have to worry about going through all that stuff again anyway. So you don't have to worry about re-earning Stasis if you have never had Stasis. Lastly, let's look at Season of the Chosen, the current season that we're in. For the new Season of Chosen content, as soon as you have access to the tower, you can start that questline by heading to the helm and picking all that up. The only speed bump here is one of the quest steps requires you to do the new activity on Europa, which you won't have access to until after that first Beyond Light mission. Otherwise, the Season of the Chosen quest lines and activities are all the same. There's nothing new here, it's just jump right back in. One more thing that you'll need to do on your new character is to access legendary lost sectors. You'll have to go complete those lost sectors in patrol first. So you gotta go do the normal version before you unlock the legendary version. Every lost sector on your director will be listed as undiscovered until you revisit it for every planet on a new character. And that is pretty much it, guys. I think most people can probably knock this out in a day or two. And if you're skipping cutscenes and running past all the enemies, it's honestly not that bad. So now the question you need to ask yourself is it worth it to you to delete and remake your character? I think if you are a free-to-play character, or if you are playing Destiny 2 without owning the DLCs, you're not even going to notice that you deleted and remade a character. It's going to be pretty much seamless. But if you do own the DLCs and you want access to every activity and 100% the game, it's probably going to take you 10 to 12 hours to get all that stuff knocked back out on your new character. If you enjoyed this video, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I fucking love you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care. And by the way, it took me like 12 hours to make this 10-minute video. Jesus.